All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise and the glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash. And also I want to give the honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Wa Shalom, Wa Barakim to elect, beginning with the 144,000, which are scattered abroad and in every place, redeeming the time and ready to be saved. Shalom. Now this gonna be pretty much a quick hit and nothing too long. But through the spirit I wanted to touch on this topic because, we have the government, precisely they are acquitting offenders that have serious charges. And a lot of them, are murderers. All right. And that makes you think and wonder, like, what influenced them to do so? Because when you think about it, them not giving them the death penalty, because, when you go back to the law, that's what, a murderer deserves, death. All right. That's the law and the scriptures. You commit murder, you should be put to death. Okay. But now, here it is, you have the government, pardon. They are what's the word? They are what's the word I'm looking for? They're basically amending their sentence, their charge. All right. Basically bringing to a lesser punishment. But really, that's not first of all, that's against the law, the law that we follow. And also that's torture, man. All right. You mean that meant, so now a man has to spend the rest of his life in prison, suffering. That's a man suffering for the rest of his life. Okay. So yeah, man, I like I said, I just wanted to speak on this because as a matter of fact, man, beautiful elder down here that's a part of the GMS camp, out here in Oklahoma, he was, he brought up this similar situation, and I remember he said, it's known that there's a spiritual realm, man. All right. It's known that there's a spiritual realm, and if they give them the death penalty, they're really doing them a favor. All right. It don't seem like it to the carnal minded, but yeah, when you look at it with spiritual lenses, they're really doing them a favor. All right, because when you go into the spiritual realm, and when she depart from this shell, you're at ease, you're at peace. All right. So they are realizing that, and they like, fuck that, the hell with that. We're gonna make them suffer for the rest of their life. Okay, and that's the spirit of Esau. They show no mercy. Ain't nothing changed. All right, and I want to say this too. And I'm gonna get a precept. Like I said, I didn't intend for this to be too long at all. All right, but I want to say this too. It's also gonna lead to prophecy. All right, because it's in the scriptures that you're gonna have these type of guys, these offenders, you know, they gonna cause havoc in the streets. All right. A lot of these murderers, these rapists, you know, and no serial killers, you know, they gonna be released from prison eventually. You know, like a wild beast in a cage. They gonna be released on you out there to the streets to the world, man, and they gonna and guess what? A lot of you women, you know, y'all gonna be targeted, okay? Especially you so-called black women, man. So yeah, man, I want to just with that on that note, let me read a little bit of this article. It says lawmakers express outrage as Biden grants clemency to killers of Virginia police officer. That's right. It says, you read down, it says Richmond, Virginia, WWBT. On Friday, President Biden declared he would commute the sentences of nearly 2,500 individuals convicted of nonviolent drug offenses, setting a record for the highest number of individual pardons and commutations given. That's right. It says the individuals receiving commuted sentences include 2 men who were convicted of the murder of a Virginia police officer. Yeah, they not too happy about that. You know, the populist. They're not too happy about that, all right? It says, in 1998, Ferron Claiborne, however you say his name, and Terrence Richardson were convicted and later acquitted of the murder of Officer Allen Gibson. Gibson was shot and killed with his own service weapon in the wood behind an apartment complex, right? It says, despite being acquitted of the murder charges, Claiborne and Richardson were still serving time of drug charges. They are scheduled to be released in July. That's right. Governor. So, and this is the case with, you know, other inmates, you know, that are murderers that have been charged with murder. All right. They are being released. Okay. So yeah, man, you know, you can read a little bit more of the article right here. And this was published January 19, 2025, so not too long ago. So yeah, you know, you can get into it a little bit more on yourself. And yeah, man, these you know, what's the scripture? What the scripture say? The spirit, there be spirits created for vengeance. All right. And once again, that vengeance is gonna be taken on a lot of you women. A lot of you women, especially the black women, have fucked over a lot of guys, man. All right. All this is leading. This is setting the stage for Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 29. You know, or Slack at verse 30, which we're gonna go into that. All right. This is the stage being set for that. All right. So yeah, man. Without further ado, we're gonna get into that. All right. Slocky. What is that? Jeremiah 4. Jeremiah 4. Jeremiah 4, chapter 30. It says, Jeremiah 4 and 30 says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Now, that's right. Now, this is right here is twofold. Because it's talking about Babylon. But also it's talking about you women. Yeah, it's talking about these women out here, man. All right. I'm gonna read that again. In verse 30, it says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold. That sound familiar? It said, though thou deckest thee with the ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting. That's what you call makeup. All right. Yeah, it says, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. That's right. Thy lovers will despise thee. They will seek thy life. Right. And a lot of those guys are in prison. And they gonna be released. You know? And they gonna come hunting for these women, man. All right? Because these men ain't, and that's the spirit Yahweh Shema Shai gonna put on these men. All right? Vengeance is gonna be it's gonna be on a high, on an astronomical level here in Babylon. All right. It says, verse 31, for I have heard a voice as of a woman in travail. Whoo, man. I have heard a voice as of a woman in travail, and the anguish as of her that bringeth forth her first child. Man, that's terrible. So Jeremiah, the prophet, was hearing the scream, because you gotta understand, they was seeing these visions. You know, he was hearing the screams of you women, man, being fucked up. All right. Read that again. It said, for I have heard a voice as of a woman in travail, and the anguish as of her that bringeth forth her first child. Whew. Look what it says. The voice of the daughter of Zion. See, you Israelite women, beginning with you black women, you so-called, especially so-called black women. All right. It says the voice of the daughter of Zion that bewaileth herself, that spreadeth her hands, saying, woe is me. Yeah, woe means destruction. Woe is me now, for my soul is weary because of murderers. All right. So a lot of these murderers is going to be let loose. And we seeing that happen now, man. They're going to be let loose into public. All right. They're going to be on these streets causing havoc. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. And you know, what is it? Isaiah the 13th chapter. Yeah, a lot of these guys gonna come hunting for you women, man. And you know, you women, man, especially you so-called black women, are unsafe species. Okay, y'all are unsafe, whether you know it or not. That's why you women out there, man. Y'all, you come across a man of the Lord, you better bow down. All right. So without a man of the Lord, y'all gonna be unfortified, okay? Because these other dudes out here, these simps out here, what they got to offer, man? Yahweh Shema Shai ain't dealing with them. They gonna be on the same level as you. Like, matter of fact, it tell you in the scripture that hey, the mighty man, and Zephaniah said, the mighty man shall be as, no, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. All right. Yeah, these old super swole bodybuilders and these tough gangsters, these wannabes. Hey man, they gon' they gonna be as a woman in travail as well, man. You see, and a lot of them just gonna be unalived before the nuclear destruction. Man, that's in the scriptures. Your men shall die in the wars. All right. All right. So let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna start at 15. Isaiah 13 and 15. It says, "Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." Right. And a lot of you women, y'all are joined unto Esau, the so-called white man. All right. Y'all are joined unto them. It said, "Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." That's right. It said, "Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Whoo! Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished." Now, what is that word? What does that mean? You got some sick people out here, some sick-minded men out here, man, that's going to, fulfill their lust, on a lot of you women. Okay? And for those of you that don't know what ravish mean, well, means to grape. All right, we got to be careful with our words. That's what it means to grape. GRAP. GRAPE. But take out the G, and that's what you get. All right, so that's what it means to ravish. And read that again. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. That's right. So get ready, man, because this is much needed. All right, this is much needed, and pretty it's overdue. Okay, because you women, man, y'all are completely out of order, and Trump in office, and he's finna crack down. Okay, he's already signed these executive orders. All right, much hell is finna unleash. And he's beginning with you women. You women, you got child support. They're saying that the child support is it's not gonna be in your favor anymore. All right. So yeah, you women, Isaiah 32, arise, you careless women that are at ease. That's right, because right now you women are at ease, man. Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Y'all, for all these years, we're going on 50 to 60 years, y'all been taken care of by the government, Y'all been put on a pedestal. Y'all been pedestalized. But you see, you got a lot of men waking up, all right, and realizing that y'all ain't shit and y'all ain't worth it, the headache. All right, and then you got the government giving you the what's the word? That shit booting you as well, all right? Kicking you to the curve. So yeah, man, Lord, when it was edifying to, those that may come across this lesson. Until next time, shalom.